I'm gonna let it be. But not like just we just gonna leave it like this. Like
Yo, what the freak was the point of this video? What was the point of y'all even coming on here? Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here. My lovely wife, it's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, today we're checking out the Allante and Katherine catch-up with Arlette Amuli.
Who?
Exactly, because shoot, these catch-ups be coming like weeks at a time. The gaming content is back. We started the Wolf Among Us on Saturday. So Saturday is officially going to be Story Game Saturdays on Twitch. So if you're not following twitch.tv/thekites, on Saturdays, we are doing the story game. So if you want to see it live, that's when we do it, every Saturday. But if you don't want to watch Twitch, I understand, because you know, ads, whatever. I will be dropping them on the Mondays, Thursdays. I'll be dropping those. So that episode 1 is already up. I posted it earlier. Okay, so let's get to this catch up. Hey, please support the content we put out, guys. It helps us out a lot as you support other channels. If you guys want to see our channel grow, you know, hit them like, comment, subscribes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to...
Who the freak is these people? Gotta go upstairs, Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, you get paid to do this. Dang.
To my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are joined here today by Allante and Katherine.
Hello?
Welcome, y'all.
All right.
What just happened there? All right, we good.
How are we feeling?
pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good as well. Thank you. It's good to have you both back. We did have you guys on episode 61 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Is it a yes for you for him?
Oh, okay.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match. I'll take the mic. Okay, make some noise for them, ladies.
I don't know why they always do that with the balloon.
Oh yeah,
All right.
it was that episode.
Yeah.
So from your episode, once it aired and, you know, the comments went crazy, the TikToks, whatever it was, what would you say was the one thing that kind of like caught you off guard or something that you weren't expecting to like from anything, whether it was Instagram, TikTok, the comments, whatever it was? Let's start with you, Katherine.
Me, I kind of knew it was coming once BM called me out for it, like after Roman like went off, when he was just like, you told the whole doctor like he's not financially stable. So that did come back, and I appreciated a lot of the...
Dang, man. I wish I wouldn't cut that part out. We need to hear BM going off on them. Some of these people be needing some belt, man. They be needing some belt. We need to be hearing it because some of these contestants, like, they need to be G-checked on that stage because it don't be making sense.
G-checked is crazy.
We be hearing people who are like sophisticated lawyers being told that they don't make enough money. Like, it's crazy out here, man.
Pocket watching is crazy.
constructive criticism, but yeah, I saw that. I wasn't surprised by it, but it's something that I saw because I was nervous, so it happened. So yeah, that was something I saw, but I wasn't really surprised by it.
Okay. Do you still stand by what you said or?
Well, no, because it wasn't my place to speak on his financial stability. That wasn't my business. I just didn't want to keep saying, I'm not interested, I'm not attracted. I just didn't want to do that, but it's okay.
All right. Allante, what?
At least she didn't stand 10 toes on the, because like some of the people nowadays, even if they get proven wrong, they just be ready to.
I don't think she genuinely felt that way. She just didn't want to give the same excuse or same reason as to why she was popping on him. So unfortunately, it backfired on her. But yeah.
About for yourself?
It was a couple things. Like, I mean, obviously, I finally got to see what happened before I walked out. So that was interesting. You know, that was the hair episode about the hair with Sandy and stuff like that. And then I I guess from my perspective, it's just like, people just being in the DMs, even though I got a match. Like it's
Y'all
funny.
ruthless.
It's funny, but it's interesting. So that's about it.
Okay. And now, so for us to kind of just go ahead and dive right on into the part that everyone's always
Nah. Don't skip over that. Who was in them DMs?
A lot of contestants say,
Do it be other contestants in the DMs?
nah, I think it'd be audience members.
Well, audience people, that's fine. I just will care about if it's other contestants hopping in the DMs.
You know it is.
I feel like we need to start putting them on the front street.
tuning in to hear about. Since you all ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Allante?
I would say we went on a date.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, we were.
girl.
Y'all have me
Oh, don't
nervous.
do that. Don't play with
Why the
us.
hesitation? What's going on?
I'll let her go. She can go ahead and go. Lady
Okay,
first.
okay,
Lady
Oh.
first.
Katherine.
Yeah, we were on a date. We did go on a date. I was
Okay.
just, wanting to let him answer because I answered the last one, I guess, first. So I was just like, let him speak. But we did go on a
Man, we don't care about this courtesy.
All
Look at
right.
that
So when did you
chivalry.
guys go on the date, and how was it?
We went right after. Like, as soon as we left, we were like, all right, I'm hungry. He's like, let's go. And he ended up having friends with him.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
Hold on now. Maybe the friends probably went off and did their own thing, man. I don't know if he's from the Arizona area. He probably just didn't want to go solo dolo. You know what I'm saying? Cover all bases. North, south, east, west. Let him be, man. Let him be.
All right.
It's so funny because his friends went to the restaurant with us, sat on the completely other side of the restaurant. So it was like me and Alante's real date.
Yeah.
So,
Love you, friends.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad the friends weren't, third wheeling it with y'all.
Yeah.
Allante, how was that first date for you?
It was pretty dope. We went to a soul food restaurant that she requested.
Okay.
It wasn't the best food in Arizona. She probably could tell you the name, but you probably know what it is.
Don't do
too.
that.
I don't remember the name, but I do remember Allante like, oh, it's not the best food I ever had. You want to come here?
Oh no.
Hey, whatever that soul food spot, just know they spared you, dog, by not remembering your place name. Because this is one of the most popular YouTube channels in Arizona. They start shouting out your business. You don't know how to cook no ribs. It's over. You never gonna make a good rack ever again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I didn't really eat my food, so I didn't know how it was.
Dang.
I wasn't really feeling the best.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so I didn't even enjoy my food. But Allante was a good critic for that restaurant, so I won't even put it out there.
Dang.
Oh no. Okay. So, where are you guys both located?
I'm in New York.
New York, Allante?
I just actually moved from LA a week and a half ago to Dallas. So I live in Dallas currently. Yes.
Okay. All right. So now after you guys left your date, how was the communication? Did you guys stick in Arizona for a bit, or did you both fly back soon after?
So we ended up after.
Y'all gonna stop playing, man. Y'all gonna make me mad now. I want to hear details. I want to hear information. Y'all gonna stop tap dancing around here now. And that the same way this Ike looking right now, that's exactly how every soul food worker in a 30-mile radius is looking at the screen right now. That's how every soul food chef in a 30-mile radius looking at their phone right now.
Somebody at Creole's Bakery is looking.
Somebody looking at their chef right now because they got a 3-star review on their plate. It's supposed to be tradition.
I thought I told you put the gravy on the side. Why did you smother it? It's smothered pork chops.
Right now, the manager looking like this. Guess what the chef look like? The chef looking like this. The chef in the back looking like this.
I calls it how I sees it.
He know he getting hold.
I guess I gotta keep saying names after I ask a question
You
because
do,
y'all
you
just stare
do.
at each other
Thank
like,
you.
who's gonna go first?
Ladies first.
I will. Okay, let me go. So we did end up after eating. We went back to our spots and got ready and met up with some of the other cast members of the show that night. They were at like a lounge somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it is. Maybe Allante, you remember? But we ended up going down there and meeting them. So yeah, we hung out with them for a good while, right?
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did. Nick, Naeem, I think his name Naeem.
Oh, okay.
Um, he
That
got a
group.
section for like the
Oh,
whole cast. He balled out.
Oh.
He got like
thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Naeem, man. He 100 for that.
Brother that
Yeah, he got a
invited
section
everybody to
that
that
it's like
party
it's
in
in at
Atlanta.
Scottsdale where all the bars at.
Okay.
Majority of us went.
I just don't understand why everybody bring all this drama to my establishment. I was just trying to, take my man's girl. I was just trying to bring her to my spot
He ain't
because I
tried.
was done with my girl.
He ain't tried. He did.
But I just don't understand why you had to bring all this drama. Like, let me just take your chick and just mind your business. I'm trying to be a great host, trying to be a good guy, And then as a host, I don't have time to worry about the fact that you feel violated that I took your girl. I have to worry about my guests.
I don't care that you drove 4 hours to come up here.
Yeah, even though I bought everybody plane tickets to get here, and I didn't buy you a plane ticket, but I told you to come anyway. But, why are you mad? It's a joke, man. And then people in the comments trying to validate him, talking about the other guy should have read the room. How he supposed to read the room 4 hours into the drive, man? He ain't even in the building yet, dog. He got invited. You get invited, you supposed to read the atmosphere. He didn't know his chick was getting bamboozled.
And we hung out there, had a good time. I would say we had a good time. I had a good time there.
I had a good time. It's just that I just wasn't feeling the greatest, but I was just trying to put my best foot forward. Because I was tired, I was feeling a little sick, coming down because of the travels and then not getting much sleep. So, but I made the best out of it. Did you enjoy yourself, Allante, at the club, at the White Club?
I would say at the club, I did enjoy myself.
The what? The what club?
The what? What was them apostrophes?
The
Was
what
that
club?
apostrophes? Or that's quotations? Citations and all that. That ain't my forte.
Citations.
You
like
You know what I mean.
Okay.
No complaints about the club and no complaints about the date specifically.
Okay, good. So now, after you guys went back to your homes, whenever your flights were, how was the communication? Were you guys texting, FaceTime call? How was all that?
One of y'all.
I'm sorry. Let me say names.
The
Let's start
ambiance
with
is like.
Allante.
All right. Yeah,
Whose fan is that
I
loud?
ended it from my perspective in Arizona. That following day, the next day, which was a Sunday,
Dang,
it took one day.
Vault him.
Nah, you hold him.
Look at Arlette.
It took one day. It took one day, man. It took one day to end it off. Man, hold on.
that following day, the next day, which was a Sunday, I expect we recorded on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday, that was my last form of contact with her on Sunday.
Dang.
It was a long night that night. We had a long night that night. Had a good time. Well, partly, and then
Partly.
Yeah.
Well, what's the other part?
Why did you end it?
Really?
You guys just
Yeah.
said you had a great time.
Yeah, we had a good time at dinner. Dinner was a vibe.
Even though you didn't like the food.
At the bar, it was a good time. It was a solid time. And afterwards, I'm gonna say, best way I can just put it from my perspective in the most respectful way is just we really wasn't matching the way we matched on set.
Bro, my
she said
gosh,
she wasn't feeling
bro.
good.
I hate these riddles, bro. I feel like I'm Batman. I feel like I'm Batman, bro. I don't want to hear these riddles, dog.
Riddler's Revenge.
Y'all.
That's a good.
No, that's
ball.
ball. That's
a
ball,
good roller coaster ride.
I'm just saying, like, y'all already on the platform, in front of millions of people. Why come on the video if you was gonna be like, in my best way to keep it respectful, I just want to say like, we just wasn't clicking. Like, bro, you came on it, bro. You could have sent a mass text out with that. We could have just moved on to somebody else important, bro. Y'all be pissing me off, man.
Nah, sometimes people just don't be one to disclose information that the other party may not agree with.
I don't want to disclose information, but I'm gonna go on a platform to disclose information. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to put the information out there, but I'm gonna go do an interview about the information though.
I signed an NDA without telling you that I signed an NDA. But it's an NDA. I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Katherine, do you agree?
Well, after the bar that night, I had to put a hard boundary in place, and I feel like me and Allante just wanted to operate at different paces. My idea of matching was to go on a date, maybe hang out with the people, maybe not, but ultimately go back to our states and continue to get to know each other. And then when we do that, then we can connect and like book flights and travel and meet each other again if we continue to water that connection. But based on the boundary that I set into place, I don't think that Allante had that intention, and it just came to the point where I think that we just had two different intentions.
You was getting touchy-feely, Allante?
Of it.
So what intentions do you think he had?
Well, I'm not sure of his intentions. I can't speak for Allante.
Bruh, yo,
okay, I see what you're saying now.
You see how
I see what you're saying. Because you giving me a little bit, but you're not giving me y'all teasing now. What was it?
You just said I had to set a boundary.
What was the boundary?
Okay, so what boundary was needing to be set? Well, I don't know his intentions. You wouldn't have set the boundary then if you didn't feel like there was a malicious intent. Look at Allante. Good Lord. Look at this screen. What is happening? This is childish.
But I can say my intentions were to do those things that I just stated. Okay. And based on Allante's reaction, I don't believe that was his intention, because if so, I think that we would have continued to speak, right? Instead of ending it the following day is what I'm saying.
Okay. Allante, so what would you say were your intentions, and how do you think they differed from hers?
I'm not gonna say that's the reason why I ended it. I don't agree to that part. But my intentions was originally the same.
This is cap.
But I don't even understand what your intentions are.
This is cap. I'm frauding it. Because if y'all had the same intentions, then what happened?
Yeah, because she's saying y'all pacing was different. And if you saying you had the same intentions as hers as far as the pacing, getting to know each other, going your separate ways while y'all getting to know each other from the distance and blah, 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 what was the boundary that was crossed that she had to set that you didn't agree with, but you saying it didn't end because of that boundary that was crossed and set?
But then y'all had the same intentions. And y'all had the same objectives and the same route to getting there, but then y'all went separate paths. That don't make no sense, bro. We just saying anything.
Talk to somebody.
But you see why? This is why I don't like it when people say, "Oh, well, I don't know his intentions. I don't know their intentions. I can only speak for myself." It's because, do you really think after you put the atmosphere that something that you didn't agree with happened, do you really think that this person is gonna come out on stage and just co-sign what you just said about them, or do you think they're gonna try to say something to put themselves in a positive light? Like, just say it.
Definitely to see how far that the situation can go. Going back home and figuring it out, no matter if we FaceTime or link up, fly to see each other. But like I said, that particular night of events that transpired, like, it just didn't lead in that way. It was more, and even the next day, it just led to more of a situation where I felt more comfortable not communicating with her no more.
What happened? Oh, yeah, I literally said I'm gonna need to talk to somebody after this.
Yo, bro, better help after I didn't get no help of understanding anything.
I'm gonna need some help because this is.
If I call the hotline, if I call the hotline, hey, shout out to BetterHelp though. But if I call the hotline, are they gonna tell me what happened on a date night?
Catch up. Check it out and see if it feels like the right fit for you.
Hey, get your help though.
Okay. I'm confused, guys. Why? Like, why? You guys said it went well, and now it's...
All right, so basically from my perspective, like, I feel like the when I came on that show, like I was really being me as far as like looking for a genuine, sincere connection with an individual, somebody who was really them, somebody who was just open minded to like figuring stuff out with a relationship, and through that course of that night, of course, like I said, like the dinner was good. We went out to dinner. The whole
Your face is telling a lot.
course, like I said, like the dinner was good.
Your face is telling a lot, and this is why people piss me off.
All right.
People piss me off because your face is telling a story. It's telling a story, and you won't tell it, but your face is telling the story. Man, if God gave me the ability to read minds, it would have been over.
She might end up telling it. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold your mules.
We went out to dinner. The whole vibes was good. She was sick, like she was getting sick, by the way. So she not lying about that or whatever. She, I really feel like it was from the flight, from like
She gonna
immune
have a lot to
system
say
weak.
now.
Ain't had no
I
sleep
got
type
sick.
thing.
All
And
right. We know.
we ended up going out to that spot, and my first situation with her that just kind of started going awkward was just it was a bunch of little random moments that occurred first, from her dancing on me, to her telling me like don't touch her, to her like telling me to touch
All
her,
right.
to
All right.
me talking to one of the girls and having a nice little conversation. I'm getting a hug and she grabbed me off of her as I'm
Okay.
Oh. All right.
Okay. Let's break that down a little bit. He said she was dancing on me, but then she said, "Don't touch me."
Oh.
So she could have been dancing on her, and he got
On him. Oh wait.
Oh yeah. She could have been dancing on him, and she was doing her thing, and he was like, oh, "Okay, cool," and he probably reached a little too low. He should have kept it up here on the high waist. He probably went too low.
Maybe something. I don't know.
And so she was probably like, okay, that's a boundary. Like, we not there yet. Like, we can dance together, but we not there yet. And then, so he probably got the misconception of like, all right, she don't want me to touch her at all.
Which is stupid.
Well, not on his part though.
No, I'm not saying on his part. I think it's dumb. Like you dance on somebody, but you don't want them to touch you. If you want to dance with somebody, y'all dance across from each other. Don't gyrate and bump and grind on them, and don't expect him not to touch you.
Assuming that's how they dance. We all got to say assumptions. But so he probably got the "don't touch me" thing and started dancing a little bit more conserved, right? He probably wasn't, putting hands on anything. He's probably just doing his little jig. And then she was like, "No, you can touch me, just don't touch me there." Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's easy miscommunication. But he was already off put by the "don't touch me" thing. So he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just move on then. Like, whatever. I'm not gonna mess my night up and start talking to somebody else.
That was from the show.
Which was a violation, because you still on a date with her. Y'all could have easily just communicated on what she meant. So grown men, grown women, not being grown people, being childish. So, all right, let's keep it going.
touch her, to her like telling me to touch her, to me talking to one of the girls and having a nice little conversation. I'm getting a hug and she grabbed me off of her as I'm giving a hug, to the next stage of us hanging out after the club. Like, that didn't go well. That's the part that really didn't go to well. The best part is that wasn't the best. It was after the club. It wasn't really the dinner or the club specifically. It was after the club.
Dang.
Okay. Katherine, tell us about after the club.
Yeah.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. I wasn't feeling well. Allante, we were okay. So the whole thing, I had a hot air balloon, like a sunrise hot air balloon, and another like excursion the following morning. So it's like 4 a.m. Mind you, I'm not feeling well. So now I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, all right, the plan was to go to an after spot, and we didn't end up doing that because
I feel like we're skipping a lot of detail.
Yeah,
because
where the hot air balloons come from?
That I can care less about.
Yeah.
It seems like she already had that planned. But because she said it was scheduled for 4 a.m. So she probably thought she was going to be back from the show in time to rest and then go to the air balloon because she's a visitor.
Yeah.
Right? We're skipping over the club thing. We're skipping over what was the boundary that you needed to be set? Was it the not touching you thing? And then we're also skipping over you snatching him off of people. Like that's not something you just like no, go back to that.
when I got back to the car that we traveled in, I was feeling so sick. So I was like, Allante, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I gave him the opportunity, like, you know, if you want to continue to hang out, you know, by all means, because we're here individually. I know you still want to have a good time. And he was like, no, I'm good. Like, I just want to make sure you're good.
Right.
So I thought that was extremely kind because I wasn't feeling good. He called his friends, let them know, like, you know, I'm going to make sure she gets back to her spot safely.
Right.
And then at that point, things got a little bit, you know, iffy. And that's where I had to set this hard boundary. And I think that based on Allante's reaction, he wasn't for that. Like, that wasn't something, yeah.
Okay. And you said this was back when this all happened in the car. You said you went back to your place.
No, yeah, so I had a rental. He ended up driving the rental back to my hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, thank you, you know. But I had a hot air balloon thing in like an hour. I wanted to like lay down, just try to get some energy. But yeah,
So wait, so you said your hot air balloon appointment thing was at like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and you had an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you guys got back around like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you don't feel good. You ain't slept yet. Like, it's just like a lot of this is like self-inflicted. Y'all was out partying in the club, dancing and stuff till the wee hours of the day, and then you still had stuff to do. Of course you're not feeling good.
Yeah, I would have canceled the excursion.
Yeah, it's already that late. It's in the AM.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
so
that's what I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that's not what happened though. I didn't get any sleep. I feel like because of the hard boundary, there was like contention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just something that I didn't anticipate. Because I thought Allante was trying to, you know, sincerely care for my well-being. Like, I thought he was like, you know, an advocate for, you know, my health and like all of that. But that's why I said I think that he had his own.
Did he try to spend the night or something?
Nah, hold on.
My health and like all of that, but that's why I said I think.
Right here.
Yep.
Right here. Right here. He knows exactly what she's talking about. He knows exactly what she's talking about. But right now, what's going to happen in his mind is he has to try to word this scenario to something that is going to take some of this negative connotation off of it and make it look like, you know, it ain't that deep. It's probably something, you know, I tried to hold her hand or something. He's thinking right now. But this right here, this will give me the idea that whatever she's talking about, he knew whatever he did, she's not lying. This right here.
I think that he had his own intentions behind, you know, that were unbeknownst to me.
Okay.
At that moment. But of course,
yep, here you go.
Following day, I realized that, okay, maybe because of those moments is the reason why he didn't want to continue to get to know me.
What do you think my intentions was?
I don't think your intentions were to take me home, you know, safely, and that was it. That's just not what I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your intentions then?
There it is. There it is. There it is. Here we go.
I'm trying to figure this out because there's just too much stuff going on, and there ain't enough stuff to be worked out with. Because I don't even understand how Arlette is even having this conversation with them, because they telling a whole lot but a whole bunch of nothing at the same time.
It's just, it goes back to why I don't think clubbing with somebody you just met
It's smart.
is smart at all.
Yeah.
Because you guys just had a dinner date, you guys are having good communication, all that. Then y'all go into a club setting where y'all are getting a little bit more intimate with the dancing.
Yeah.
And one person is not matching the wavelength while the other person is doing what people do in the club.
Right.
In the club, y'all get freaked on, y'all do all that. That's what the club is. So you are, if you're not about that club life, then you putting on a pump fake and you're getting the results that come with being in the club life.
Yeah.
So if that's not you, admit that that's not you and avoid those scenarios at all. Yeah. But now you're talking about it's 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. You're not feeling good. You're trying to get home. Y'all going back to your crib. Y'all just had dates. Y'all been clubbing. Y'all been grinding. Y'all or dancing on each other. I don't want to say grinding because I don't know. I'm not there. But now y'all both are on two different types of communication lanes where he like, oh, we about to go back to her crib. And she's like, oh, he's just trying to make me feel safe. It's just everywhere, man.
My intentions were to, like I stated, like just to get some energy because I had to go on this hot air balloon. It was bad enough I was sick. Bad enough I didn't get any sleep. I wasn't really, getting any sleep. And I just wasn't feeling good. And I think that was clear to you because, like, you offered to make sure I was good. Like, you good? Like, I'm going to make sure you get back to your spot safely. So that's what I thought originally. But, yeah, I don't believe that was your sole purpose. Because if that's the case, I don't think we would have an issue right now. And I think that we would be in communication still. At least a conversation would have been had. And it wasn't a conversation. It was just this particular boundary, and then following was the reaction. So it's like that's just what I'm thinking was the issue. But if there was another issue or another problem, or you said like some like red flags or whatever the case may be, you could have stated that to me. But that's not. We didn't really have a conversation about it. So I'm just
ended it.
Yeah. So this is why it's gonna make it look bad. Yeah. Because you just flat out ended it after she set that boundary, because she probably told you, like, I'm not here to do that. And you just abruptly end the entire...
Assuming worst case scenario, that's what the boundary possibly was or where it stemmed from.
Right.
The problem with this is we don't know what the boundary was or is or whatever, and we don't know what led up to it being set as a boundary.
All we can do is speculate.
All you can do is speculate, and I feel like it's probably more damaging to actually say what it is versus just letting people come up with their own conclusion in their head and let those people be wrong. So,
based on my last interaction with you, and it was that boundary that was put into place.
And what? I'm just curious. I'm just trying. This is new to me, by the way. So I'm just trying to figure out
is it
what boundaries did I cross?
I'd rather not even go into it. But
No. You can't do that. You're accusing him of crossing a boundary. You've accused him of crossing this boundary all throughout this episode. And now he's going, what boundary did I cross? And you're going, I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah. Well, or it could be a situation where like they both know what the boundary is, but it's she's like sparing him for the media's sake, I guess. I don't know.
Even in that scenario, that's like going to court accusing somebody of breaking into your house and stealing. And then the judge goes, okay, he broke into your house. Do you have pictures of him breaking in? I don't even want to get into that, judge. Okay, then what did he steal? Man, I don't even want to talk about that, judge. So what the freak are we in this court case for?
I get what you're saying. I'm just throwing out.
Yeah, I just got to make sure that even if that, because right now that's valid, because I know you don't really care like that. But there's somebody, well, I'm trying to choose my words. I know that you're just saying that for giving them the grace of like the benefit of the doubt. Like there's probably a reason why, right? And the reason why I'm saying it is just we need to dismantle that whole thing per se, because at the end of the day, she has already made the accusation that he crossed a boundary.
Right.
That's an accusation. And when they ask you, okay, now that you're in public like a public setting making this accusation, you need to clarify what it is.
Didn't he bring up the boundary first?
We don't even know if that's the problem. We don't know if that was the boundary. Because now, and look at how the information is laid out. By him saying, oh, she was dancing on me and she told me not to touch her. When you put that in context, and then she's saying like, oh, he took me home, but I don't think his intentions were for me to get home safely only, right? So he don't touch me. His intentions were not for me to get home safely. If you leave the information where that is, people are naturally going to come up to the conclusion, oh, he was trying to smash. And then when I set the boundary, the next day he broke up with me and never talked to me again. Easiest conclusion is he was trying to smash. Even though that could be wrong, people are not wrong for coming to that conclusion, because now when we had a chance to get, okay, what was it for real? You said, I don't want to talk about it. But you already gave us all this build up to it. So it's worse. You have to clear it up.
I'd rather not even go into it. But you know what happened Allante.
No, I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, you know what happened. Like, you know the boundary. Like, what I'm saying, hard boundary, like, you know, something that you're not willing to do, or something that you're not willing to do at the moment. And, yeah, something like that.
And that was the case.
That was the case. That was my perspective of it.
Do you have a different perspective, Allante, than what she had?
Definitely got a different perspective, but definitely got a different perspective. But yeah, sure, we could ride with that.
I mean, if you want to, say whatever your side was, you definitely can. But
nah, I'm gonna let it be. But not like we just gonna leave it like this. Like,
yo, what the freak was the point of this video? What was the point of y'all even coming on here?
It will be exposed at some point, or it'll be somebody's story will be told. It just probably won't look like this. Because I don't know. If he says his side, then it can be easily spun. But if she says her side,
it could be easily spun.
And
neither one of them want to pull the trigger because they both probably did something.
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad you said that, because now I'm looking at it differently. Neither one of them wanted to shoot the shot first.
Nobody wants to look like the bad guy, but at the end of the day,
they both look bad now.
Yeah, to some extent, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what it is, I guess. But I guess whatever the boundary is, or whatever the case may be, it could be something very serious or damaging. But also, like, most of the people that's watching Pop the Balloon and they see this kind of stuff, we're all adults. Have the conversation. There was never any closure of whatever happened between y'all. Just, it happened. Next day it got ended, and now it's being brought up days, weeks, months later in this type of setting, and it's still no resolve over it. You don't understand her perspective. She doesn't understand your perspective, because y'all not really saying y'all perspective. Y'all just saying, I'm gonna just let it be. I'm gonna let her have it. I'm gonna let him have it. Have what? Y'all not saying nothing. And there's easily a whole bunch of adults, a whole bunch of people that are going through the same thing that they probably went through, but because communication is not being had, there's no resolve.
This is just annoying.
We just want a perfect match.
Exactly, yeah.
We're gonna leave it there. But we are gonna make one thing clear. Definitely did not cross any boundaries. And I don't think it had nothing to do with placing a hard, stagnant boundary towards anything. I'm gonna just put it like this. I think it was my conflict was the immaturity. No matter if you want to label it as a boundary or whatever, I think it was, the immaturity the inconsistency of how you was coming off, and we're not gonna point no fingers, so we just gonna leave it there.
You
And
just called her immature. Yo, this is
Pointed a
stupid.
finger, Allante. Hold on.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Hold on now.
This is dumb. He crossed my boundary. What is your boundary? I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, she was being very immature, but I'm not trying to point no fingers. Bro, y'all both just being weird, man.
I can understand in that regard. It's probably hard to read someone or understand like what you're doing wrong when someone is saying like, "Oh, you can do this, but you can't do this," but then they're doing the opposite of what you can and can't do. Like I can understand that how that can be confusing, but
we just don't know.
We don't know what's happening. We don't have no context.
we just didn't see
I'm not pointing fingers, Allante. I'm just saying that I think that we had some differences, and like some of the things that we believed in our values or whatever the case may be, it just didn't align at that moment. And because there wasn't a clarifying conversation, that's what I'm going based off of.
Okay, for sure.
I'm just telling my experience.
So after that night, you guys didn't speak again. Was there like a text message the next day or a call?
Her.
Nothing.
I blocked her.
Oh,
So if it was bad enough to block her, what was it? Yo, bro. Yo.
Somebody in the audience knows because y'all be throwing stuff on Instagram and all that kind of stuff all the time. Somebody in the audience knows. What happened, y'all?
For sure.
Okay, so this is your. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we talked the next day. We did talk the next day one time.
Yeah. We talked.
Next day.
Yeah, I called him. Just to have a conversation because
I called you.
A couple of things.
What does it matter who called who?
I said I called you.
You mean you called me back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I thought we were gonna have a conversation. There was some form of communication, but the conversation didn't happen because Allante stated that he would give me a call back, and he never did. Instead of like telling me like, hey, like I'm not interested anymore. Like that's okay, but we didn't have that, so I don't know exactly. I'm just speaking from my perspective and my experience. That's all I can go based off of. So yeah.
What's funny?
Okay.
But since that moment when he said like, yeah, I'm gonna call you back, and he never did, I guess that's when he blocked me, right?
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear that, it didn't turn out too well for you guys. That's not what we hope for you guys when you come on the show or anything. So
no, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. But so this is the first time you guys are speaking with each other since
absolutely.
weekend.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. Well,
I just want to. Like I said, I don't want to get in no specifics. I just want to just make sure like we just end this call on good notes.
yeah.
Yo, bro. Yo, shut that crap up. I don't want no good notes or nothing, bro. I don't know what happened.
There's just
we got broken sentences from both of y'all. He did, and she just, and I feel like we're not gonna. That's what we got. This whole video. This whole video was pointless, bruh.
Yeah.
On that type of thing, type energy, for sure.
Well, let's try to brighten up the spirits a little bit. So,
for sure.
Anything that you guys are
I don't want to hear nothing from either of them. I just want to know
bro. This. Is it something that could have been resolved?
To save y'all 20 minutes, she was giving mixed signals after the show. He thought maybe he could smash. She said no. He stopped talking to her after that. Take that info how you would. That's basically how it is.
I told you.
That's basically.
Oh,
but
my
see, but here's what I'm saying. This right here, right? Even though this person's not wrong for saying this, because this is the conclusion everybody's at, right?
Right.
This goes back to what I was talking about earlier in the video about how dangerous it is to give this information and not clear it up.
Yeah.
Because now people are going to deem him as he was only there to smash. And then people are going to deem her as she was giving him signals or she was playing with him or she was being immature or whatever. Because you both didn't clear up anything. Y'all just left it there.
Yeah. Because I think I said it earlier. They're probably doing it as... it's probably more damaging for them to say what actually happened versus letting the audience just speculate or assume what they think happened. And then the audience could potentially be wrong about how the scenario or what happened, and they leave it at that. But even in this scenario, how you just explained it, both sides are still bad either way.
It could be that, or it would be more damaging, like the fact that they're not saying it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because speculation is way more dangerous.
Yeah. I didn't think about it like that when I said it.
Because the sad part is the boundary could have been he tried to carry her purse or something. Or he tried to say like, oh, I'll stay here. I'll sleep on the couch while you rest just to make sure you're good. You know, that could have been it in speculation. Yeah. But now the general synopsis of it is he was trying to smash. Bro wanted to hit. So basically he wants to smash. Sounds like she was flirty and touchy. He went with that. She changed it up. He talked to another girl. She got mad.
Yeah.
His intentions were to see how far the situation go. Sound like he came to pop the balloon in bed. You see, you leave it up to that. Now that's what he's going to be labeled as. He was trying to smash. Yeah. Because they didn't clear it up.
Unfortunate.
I don't really care about this last part. If they just going to talk about they businesses and stuff.
From these moments when I kind of went viral for that whole Roman situation. So it's called Red Dress Diary.
And Allante, what about for yourself?
Not much. Just locked in. So I'm enjoying.
Yeah, I don't care. It's pointless.
It's probably gonna be a BM talks to them probably after this. Honestly, maybe not. This
is more damaging. But hey, let us know. Let us go downstairs, man. We went upstairs for no reason, Alex. Man. It's just I can't stand when contestants do this. Y'all go on a platform to speak your side of the story, but you don't want to speak your side of the story. So then don't go on the platform.
Yeah, I just think it's a lot of people want to have the conversation, but they don't want to have the conversation at the same time. Because I just feel like both sides probably didn't want to get painted as one thing over the other, but
I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it, and I don't want to try to understand it. Just because at the end of the day, this is how people get hit with accusations and their whole life get messed up because both sides don't want to say anything and they leave it up to the general public to assume what it is. This is how people get locked up and stuff because somebody says, oh, they speculate that they did something. And then we ask them, oh, what was it then? So we don't get it wrong. Nah, I don't want to say it.
Nah, I think it's going to be a BM talk to them. I think the audience, it's going to be enough to be, because my whole thing is this. It just sucks that we're sitting here like having them have a conversation but not have a conversation. There's still no resolution to what happened. It's just, we just not going to talk.
It's pointless.
But hey,
hey, let us know how y'all feel, man. Alex was cooking though. It's just
no, I wouldn't.
No, you would. I think genuinely everything that you called out was essentially what is happening for sure. It could be that whatever it is, it could be worse than what people are assuming.
Possibly.
They could have squabbled. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. So we don't know.
Possibly.
So it's just, I don't know. Hey, let us know. Hey, don't forget, go check out the gaming content. Support the gaming content, please. Please. Or we'll get angry hyenas to attack your doors.
From the pride lines.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.